Hey everybody, and welcome to the video. Well, a new video I should have put out late last year, but unfortunately I ran out of time. But better late than never. These are going to be my top 5 games of 2024. Now, games that are going to be missing from this list, unfortunately, Silent Hill 2 Remake. I had it in my cart when it was on sale for $30. I decided to go shopping while it was in my cart, and of course, when I got to checkout, it was gone. So unfortunate on my part. And the next game here is not going to be on the list is Astrobot. Unfortunately, the same thing happened with that game. I thought it was, I don't know, I should have just been better about buying it. Like when games go on sale like that, sometimes you just got to buy them immediately. But anyways, going to the games that are going to be on this list. The first one is going to be Signy, All Guns Blazing. Now this is a shoot 'em up published by Konami. It pretty much came out of nowhere. I got lucky and found out about it. Thanks. Shout out to my buddy Joe Rad. He was the one that mentioned the game to me. The game's on sale on Amazon, and it was going for $30. I thought it was a great game. It does start out a bit difficult, I would say. But once you learn the mechanics, which I advise everybody to go to tutorial mode and learn how to play the game, from that point on, it gets a lot better. But I almost got past the first level without doing the tutorial. But anyways, great game, very story driven. It's not really like where a lot of shoot 'em up games have a good story to it, I would say. I thought that was really cool. The developers added a story to the game. I feel like a story rewards you, for your efforts in in games like this. So definitely a great game. Hopefully you guys will check it out. I hate to see where the game gets sold out and then everybody wants it all of a sudden. Buy it now while it's still around. But anyways, I'll go to my next game would be, I would say, Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark is a remake of the original game, and I didn't even know that. I thought it was like a reimagination of the series, but it's actually a remake of the first game, which I never played. And man, this is what survival horror should be. I thought it was great. The mystery, the characters, everybody was just really it was just overall well done. And I implore you guys, when you play survival horror games, read the notes that are around. The notes really they really help the story out for parts you might not understand, but the game itself, it just really brought back what survival horror should be. A lot of survival horror games today, they're always like first person. I feel like this is just a cop-out, like a cheap way to make a survival horror game these days. Everybody does first person. I feel like you should be able to see your character and see their expressions during certain events and just how they react to everything. I think it's great. Now, for me, I've only played as Edward Carnby. I didn't know that there was a secondary character in the original game, so the new character, I'm going to play her pretty soon. But I hear their stories are very similar, so I won't miss out on too much. But still, I want more in Alone in the Dark because it seems like the game didn't really sell well, unfortunately. So it might be a while before we get another Alone in the Dark game. And I think the reason why it didn't sell well is because it kept getting delayed. Once you have a certain date for a game, people are looking for that date. If you don't reach that deadline, people are going to move on. I think that's what happened with this game, unfortunately. But still, you see it out there, definitely add it to your survival horror list. It's a great game. Now, my next game is going to be Ys 10 Nordics. Nordics was me and Joel's copy came a bit late. Unfortunately, we wanted to play it at a certain time. But I did end up beating the game. I think Joel has beaten it as well. And I thought it was great. It started off a bit slower than I wanted, but that's okay. It picked up, I want to say, for me around the fifth chapter. Not saying that the other chapters are bad or anything like that, but it's just very just chill, I would say. But you kind of start finding out what's going on in the story around that chapter. Well, the story really picked up for me around that chapter. Now, these games feel like they're still not really well known. The pioneer to put the Ys series out there for me was Johnny Millennium. Seriously, that is the Ys. That's the Ys guy right there. You want to know anything about Ys? Definitely check out Happy Console Gamers channel. The game, it's my number 3 because I feel like it dragged a little for me in the beginning. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but like I said, it's a solid game. Definitely hit my number 3. I'm going to play it again, New Game Plus, because I feel like I put a bunch of hours into it, but I feel like I should go back and just do every detail, every side quest, which I usually do in these type of games. But one thing I do have to say about Ys 10 is that I hate that they don't have the animated intro. Falcom, it seems like they're going they're cutting out that part of their Ys games, unfortunately, making their own intros, which is fine. But those animated intros really get you fired up, man. So I hope they bring those back in the future, or maybe they'll even bring it back with Ys 10 Nordics, Proud Nordics, which is an expansion or somewhat of a director's cut they're making coming out here pretty soon. Maybe they could do that for us. We'll see what happens. But my number 2 game is going to be a game you guys probably have. Well, you guys better have heard of this. This is Grand Blue Fantasy: A Relink. Another game that took me by surprise. Joel actually did an unboxing of this game, and I was like, yeah, I gotta check this game out. And once I did, freaking amazing. Being able to play this game online with your friends, doing these epic boss battles and this epic missions, so much fun. And not only that, you level up online, but you could take your leveled up character and play them in the main story mode, which is great. So I took most of my characters online battles with people, leveled them up, came back to the game, and had a great time fighting a lot of the bosses, like being all powered up and everything. So definitely a game that people should keep on their radar. It took them 8 years to make this game, so they put a lot of effort into it, and it shows. I mean, this game has so much stuff going on for it, like side quests, this like extra story that you think you know, it's just amazing. Like, I beat the game and there was another story mode that they wanted us to play, so with one of the villains in the game. So I thought that was, well, one of the villains at the time in the game, so I thought that was pretty cool. So Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, definitely keep it on your radar, guys. I mean, the production values are high, and that's what we want in our AAA titles. Now, the final game, the number one on this list, you guys probably know what it's going to be, but Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yes. Man, I've been waiting for this game ever since the remake was out, and this one just did not disappoint. I fell in love with it. I wanted to do everything in the game. I did a lot of the stuff in the game, but like time was crunching down, so towards the end, I kind of like just doing the regular main quests instead of doing some of the side quests in the game. But it is amazing. It really expands the characters. They changed some things up for the better, which was nice with the story. In the remake, Aerith kind of like got on my nerves. Like, I was like, oh, and I liked Aerith in the original. You know, like they were silent protagonists, so you didn't really know how to voice a sound or whatever like that. But she was annoying in the remake. But in Rebirth, I thought she was great, man. I was like, yes, that's the Aerith I know. So I was happy with her character arc in that game. But it's definitely, it feels like the game's alive, you know, like with the voice acting and everything they did. And I like how they sectioned everything in chapters. So, you know, certain chapters just have these certain things going on. I cannot wait for the third and final game to come out. This game did not disappoint me, and it is my favorite. That is my game of 2024. That is my number one. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. If you have not played it, you're missing out. And I think it's cheaper now, and I think it's going to be expanded. It's going to come out for PC, and I think it's going to come out for Xbox, because I think they weren't happy with sales for the game, and that's on them, because the PlayStation 5, I mean, is not everybody has that system. It doesn't have I would say like a base like the PS4 does. You know what I mean? So, you know, the reasons why Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I mean, remake sold so well on the original PlayStation 4 is because everybody was at home because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? So now that everybody's out and about, you know what I mean? Like, you just sell and you make your game exclusive, like, you got to expect this type of stuff. But I think Square Enix has learned their lesson. They're going to expand the experience for everybody to play, and that's what we want ultimately. Exclusives should be only to like maybe first and second party studios, I would say. Like, you know, third party, nah, man, everybody gets it, and that's just how it is. The most popular system does the best. That's how it always goes. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for my list of 2024. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully 2025 will bring us some more gems. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Also, check me out on Media Glitch. We did the same list on his channel, but we just got it out a bit earlier, so you can see some of Joel's games of the year. Also, I did a pickups video on Jason's channel that's available right now. Be sure to check that out. Lots of cool stuff on that pickups video, almost an hour long. And also, I'm going to spoil you guys this weekend, the 4th or 5th of January, with my own pickups video. So be sure to check it out. Got a lot of stuff on this video. I think I have at least over 20 items, so be sure to check that out. But that's all I got for you guys, the Radical One, and I will see you all later.